King Solomon reigned in Israel between 970 and 931 BC and was known and respected as a wise, fair, and powerful king. He raised the Israelite monarchy to a maximum grade of prosperity. King Solomon built the Jerusalem temple and a wall around the entire city, as well as cultivated all the sciences and arts of the time. One of the most famous stories about his sword, it is told in history that there was a case in which two women were fighting over a child and whose child it was, and King Solomon, in order to find out which was telling the truth, gave his sword to a soldier and ordered him to split the baby in two, giving one half to each of the women. The real mother begged the king not to kill the child and to just give him to the other woman, and this way King Solomon knew immediately which one was lying, showing his great wisdom and fairness. The sword pretty much shows and pays tribute to this biblical king's great spirituality and wisdom.
A number of years ago, a gentleman who is the ancestor of Jewish arm makers in Spain showed me a sword that he had, and in just the last couple years I was able to procure one of these swords. This is called the Sword of Solomon. This was made by Jewish sword makers in Toledo, Spain. There are only two sword makers left in Toledo, Spain, and they are both Jewish families. You will see on the hilt of the Sword of Solomon, on one side we have the menorah. We can get a close-up of that. We have the menorah. But on the other side, we've got something significant. One, we have the guarding cherub on each side of the hilt here. This is what was seen in a cave, chiseled in Zedekiah's cave, a half-card representation, the head of a man, the wings of an eagle, and the body of a lion. This is referred to as the guarding cherub. And on the opposite side of each side of this guarding cherub is a representation of the Ark of the Covenant, but the angels are on each side of it, not on top of the Ark. Now, these Jewish sword makers understood, Sephardic Jews, they understood more about the Ark of the Covenant, and they represented it right here. And after my time with Ron, then I took that representation, and you will find that on the Great Secret of Solomon's Temple. It's a 2.5-hour video that details the hiding of the Ark of the Covenant, what happened at the crucifixion, its location, and how it relates to the confirmation of the covenant. And with that 2.5-hour video, there's no way that in the next hour I'm going to be able to relate all of the details of those